The Courage to be Disliked is a unique self-help book that blends psychology and philosophy. It's written as a conversation between a philosopher and a young person, exploring ideas based on Adlerian psychology. The book challenges common assumptions about happiness, relationships, and self-worth, focusing on the idea that we have the power to change our lives by letting go of the desire for approval from others. 1. Your past does not determine your future. In the book, the philosopher tells the youth that we are not defined by our past experiences. While many people believe that past trauma and failures shape who they are, Adlerian psychology sees things differently. It's not our past, but our present interpretation and chosen mindset that shapes our future. We have the power to change by deciding not to be limited by our past. 2. Happiness comes from contributing to others. The philosopher argues that true happiness is found through connection and contribution. Rather than focusing on personal success or constantly trying to prove oneself, happiness is best achieved by being genuinely useful to others. This doesn't mean living only for others' sake, but finding fulfillment by being a helpful, supportive part of our community. 3. Let go of the desire for approval. One of the main messages of the book is the idea of separation of tasks. This means understanding which problems are truly ours to solve and which are other people's concerns. Many people spend their lives trying to make others happy, but this often leads to frustration. The philosopher explains that once we realize we're not responsible for others' opinions or approval, we can act freely and find the courage to be true to ourselves. 4. Don't blame others or circumstances. The philosopher teaches the young person that blaming others or external factors for unhappiness limits growth. While it's tempting to believe that others are the reason for our suffering, this mindset keeps us stuck. Instead, the philosopher suggests that we focus on what we can control, our responses and our own behavior. 5. Live in the present, not in competition. According to Adlerian psychology, much of our dissatisfaction comes from comparing ourselves to others, feeling less successful, or needing to win in life. The philosopher encourages living in the moment and focusing on personal growth without competition. By accepting that everyone's path is unique, we can avoid jealousy and feel a sense of peace and purpose. 6. Have the courage to be disliked. The book's central theme is about courage, the courage to live authentically, even if that means facing criticism. By living according to our values, rather than society's expectations, we embrace the freedom to be disliked. This courage allows us to build a life based on self-acceptance and purpose rather than chasing approval. 7. Accept your own strengths and weaknesses. The philosopher encourages self-acceptance, recognizing that everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and that it's okay to embrace both. Rather than constantly striving for perfection, the goal is to use our unique qualities in ways that contribute meaningfully to our lives and the lives of others. Conclusion. The Courage to be Disliked encourages us to live a life true to ourselves, regardless of others' opinions. By letting go of the need for approval, living in the present, and contributing positively to others, we can find greater freedom and happiness. Ultimately, the book reminds us that we each have the power to transform our lives by having the courage to accept and act on our own beliefs.
If this hit the spot, imagine what's coming next. Subscribe now and step into a world of insights that just get you. Let's keep unlocking those life secrets together. Don't miss out. It's only one click away.